Good morning, or afternoon. It depends on where you are. Sorry, I'm wiping this off because it's gross. It's like gross. So I'm wiping it off. There we go. It looks so much better. All right. Well, that's about to die. That's not good. Hello, everyone. Oh, girl. Hi. Why y'all running up? Come on in the room. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Okay. I love you all. Absolutely do. Good morning, everyone. Hi, home scroll. As far as I have, there we go. Melanated mommy, tech savvy, via. Sorry, it left. Via hi. Green eyes, Jay Webster, lefty. Lindsay, Tracy, Bree, the flute lady. Oh, that's a cute name. Marlene. Nah. Oh, right. Gordon, AJ, Princess. I am Dayla. Hi, Scorpion Vase. Hello, sweetie. Hi, King Gemini. Hello. Hi, King. My Micaiah. What's that right? Rashida. Hi. Hello, pretty LLC. Hi, Nikki. Honey Sweet. Hello. Flowers. Ex Audrey. Hi. On my way. On my way. Hi, Aquarius. Erica. I love you all. I love y'all. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Gordon said it's pronounced Jordan. Well, I'm going to call you Gordon because that is so cute. It's cute. It's better. You're welcome. You're welcome. Absolutely. Yes. Yes. Please don't come. Lava, please stop teaching her words before she choke on. Okay? Correct. Yes, Jordan. Don't come in here, little piece of ghetto. But then be trying to correct us because y'all ghetto. Just like, girl, just because your mama was a little piece of hood. A little piece of hood. Like, you know what? I'm going to put a G on it. I'm going to put a G on it. What you talking about? Now that is creative. My baby going to stand out. What you talking about? Or people are going to mispronounce your baby's name for like ever. Like, or, or, but you have a beautiful name. Shout out to you, Jordan. I say it all the time. She did so much. Correct. I said this to my mom about my brothers, but she knew what she was doing with me. She was talking about. Like, she did that. I said, thank you, mama. Thank you. Thank you. Sean, did you watch Shield's crew fight last night? Chrisean could never. I watched a little piece of the fight. Shout out to Clarissa, still undefeated. Shout out to her. Yeah, she felt like a dude. She do. Yeah, I don't want no smoke. Shout out to Clarissa. Scared of her. All right. I was like, oh. I was like, Lord. Who rub a punch? I'm like, is she going into the punches, Lord? Clarissa was like, ow, 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 boo, 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 ow, 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 eating. I'm like, I was like, that poor woman. Somebody help her. Grab her. Get that woman out that ring. I was like, why y'all do that to her? Why y'all let her do that to her? Like that poor woman. Now she looked like Mark, and Clarissa was hugging. I would not want to hug her. No. Ooh. No. I would not have wanted to hug her. Mm-mm. 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 See, this is what the girls don't get, especially the crustacean. Okay. Boxing is truly a sport. Okay. Shout out to Atia. She doesn't call a live yet. Hey, hey, boo, hey, crap. Thank you for the tip sticker. Hey, crap. Boxing is truly a sport. Now, y'all know when we when we get when we have to warrior, y'all, you know, when we have to a 3-minute fight can feel like we don't fall forever. For real. We be exhausted, girl. Girl, we I mean, I want, I want, I want, I'm pretty sure. I want, right. You know, it's like, girl, and we be exhausted after 2-3 minutes. Girl. So to see Clarissa up there like that, I'm afraid of her. You should be too. Okay? Papoose ain't going nowhere. He always gonna be upstairs. Okay? I'm gonna be afraid to break up with her. I'm gonna do it on like Mars. So I don't think this is gonna work out. I would be petrified if I was Papoose. Papoose. Yeah, he always gonna be him upstairs. Correct. Cause girl, no ma'am. Mm-mm. We belong together. Cause yeah, ain't no breaking up with her. You have to leave the country to do so. Okay? No. She very so much gets all nigga, you ain't going nowhere. She very so much gets that. Okay? How you doing? Open your mouth. That's how she gonna be at their wedding. That's when y'all know they're gonna get married when she ready. She ain't ready yet. Because all she has to do is tell Pat, when I come home, I want to be engaged too. I'll be back by 6:15. The only reason they're not married is because Pap is still working out that marriage situation with Remy. But like other than that, here comes the bride. Okay? With a flat chest and a pretty smile. Buff as okay. She has more muscle than her man. So yeah, no. No. Okay. That is the only reason they are not married yet. I promise you. Okay. Because I would just do it. You know. I'm afraid of her. I'm afraid of her. Okay. But shout out to Clarissa. And the literal punching bag that was in the ring was. Because I'm like, did you at least pinch the why Clarissa at this after party like she didn't fight yet? She ain't got a scratch, nothing on her. Did you at least pinch? Girl, did you pinch up at least up underneath the arm? Because if I was there and I was old girl family, I'd have been like, bite her. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to bite her when you go back in that ring. Bite that. When you go back in there. Get real close and then just because girl, Clarissa didn't look like she got maybe hit like 2-3 times. And she literally rubbed the punches off. Like, for real. For real. Like, Chris like, for real, for real, for real. Now I'm a, now I'm a really good. I was like, God, that poor woman, you know? Wowzers. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. So I did get to see a little bit of the fight. Um, I do want to see Chrisean get beat up. Mhm. Because the girl she going up against, Zena, her girl, I see why Peppa's daughter was jealous now. Egypt. Her name? What's her name? South Korea. What's her name? Oh yeah. I'll give y'all about 2 more minutes to get in here. Then we're gonna get the show started. Um, what's her name? Europe, France. What's her name? Puerto Rico. What's her name, y'all? Is it Egypt? Is Egypt? Okay. Yeah, Peppa's strong ass daughter. She's over there pressed that Chrisean, the crustacean, didn't choose her. She says, as the princess of hip hop. Are you like standing behind her or like in front of her or princess of hip hop? Nothing as strong as you have ever been a princess. Girl, are you okay? Mm. Talk about some as the princess of hip hop. Hop anonymous? Because I'm like, girl, please stop letting iodized tell you that. Please. Girl, imagine. Girl, your mother is a condiment. And we don't even recognize her. Can you go get her, please? You have to be her ID. Her being next to you. So then we know that that's her. Because that's allegedly your mom. So it's like, oh, please. But they went and found a carbon copy. They definitely went and found somebody that looks just like her. Not like facial. No. Body wise. Pretty much the same body type. Pretty much. You know. She's still there highly upset with gay Sam. With bisexual Sam. Girl, please. So let's get into the show. I do want to see the fight because I feel like Chrisean is gonna get because Zenith is an athlete, like a for real athlete. Now, when I took a break to go have a alcohol fetal pregnancy. Yeah. Plus. So I'm excited to see it. Do y'all really think it's going to be like open closed? Do y'all really think that the girl is going to take a dive? Because I keep hearing that everyone's saying like, "Oh, Zenith is going to take a dive for Chrisean and whatnot." I don't know. I don't know. What do y'all think? I think we'll be able to tell throughout the rounds because Chrisean, I'm sorry, but she does not give boxer. She does not give that. When I see her in that ring, she does not give boxer. She doesn't. Her punches look weak, like really weak. The connection looks even weaker and whatnot. Like, we'll see. We'll see. Y'all know we're gonna be able to watch it. So I feel the fight is great in favor of Crustacean. I definitely feel that the fight is going towards Crustacean. Now, it could just be because Chrisean is known and Zenith isn't. It could be that too, to where it just kind of seems, like it's going in Chrisean's favor because out of the two opponents, she's known and Zenith isn't. So like nobody know her. That's why it's weird that X Rumble is supposed to be a celebrity boxing company, but Zenith is not a celebrity, and neither is Chrisean. Like neither one of them are celebrities. So, but whatever. Moving right along. The DL Whisperer, poor DL Whisperer, has been arrested. Okay, so we're gonna get into a little bit of that. Allegedly, because of T.S. Madison, which I mean, can you blame her? And then you have Chrisean. Well, we'll get into the Chrisean rock. Okay, the crustacean. As of recently, there has been viral video circulating of Chrisean Jr. allegedly having an absence seizure. I'm saying allegedly because I don't. It's very possible that that's what's going on. But at the same time, I'm not a doctor. So I can't be like, oh, yeah, for sure. But I can say, based off of watching other videos of children that have the same type of seizures, very possible. Very possible. I'm like, oh, yeah, I see why people are worried, and just like, oh my gosh, what is happening right now? So we'll get into a little of that. But first, we'll start with the DL Whisperer to get that on out of the way, because I've been getting a lot of requests to come forward and talk about the DL Whisperer. Okay, so we'll start off with that, and then we will segue right into Chrisean Rock and Chrisean Jr. I do have all of the clips that y'all have all been tagging me in, mainly with her doing the face off. That is what people are like, Sean. So I'm like, okay, yeah, we'll definitely go over it and we'll talk about it. So that's what we're about to do. Police hit the like over 600 people in the building, 222 likes. Thank you all who have already hit that like. I really appreciate it. Thank you. So I will say to the crustaceans, you are about to be upset. Okay, fair warning. All right, so let me calm y'all before we get started, okay? Are y'all okay? Are y'all mad at me? Are you mad at me? Are you guys? Does this calm you guys? Do you guys feel better? Because you're going to be upset. Okay. So the DL Whisperer, he gets arrested. All right. And it's clearly because of T.S. Madison. Let's get into that. All right. Hold on, let me pull that up. Girl, ooh, the crustaceans. They be so mad. They be so angry. All right. Shout out to Gay Magazine. Yes. A shout out to Gay Magazine. It says Naquan, the DL Whisperer. Oh, poor DL Whisperer. Naquan. So Naquan, the DL Whisperer, Palmer was arrested at the felony aggravated stalking charge, faces up to 10 years in prison. No. Um, breaking Naquan, Tydree, Malik. Why is all this necessary? Is that like no at birth you were gay? Did you come out like when? When? Why are these middle names? Like they knew, huh? You come out with your legs crossed. Naquan Tydree Malik Palmer. Ooh, that's a lot. Widely known online as the DR Whisperer, was arrested this morning at approximately 10:22 a.m. EST on one count of felony aggravated stalking. Mm. According to the arrest records obtained by Gay Magazine with an E, Gay Magazine, authorities confirmed that a warrant had been issued prior to his arrest. Okay. So they're saying that TS had a warrant put on him for, because I'm like, well, did he go back over there? I'm like, oh my God. Like, stay away from TS's house. Oh my word. But no, TS had already had this set in motion. Okay. So I was like, oh my goodness. Paul Naquan, Tydree Malik. Oh my word. Now I say poor because I like the deal was like, hey Tasha Sherry, I love you, baby. She said, Sean, what? Tasha, I'm not doing anything. What, girl? So TS had him arrested. And now look at here. I like the deal whisperer. I do. I like him and everything. But I don't blame TS for this is for the it calms them. When they see all of this going on, it calms them. Yes, yes, yes. Watching a baby be neglected, it calms them. It centers them. Okay, that's why they're not trolling. Like they, and I'm a girl. This is what they used to. I'm like, all I need to do is turn the baby upside. All I need to. So, yo, I don't blame TS. Um, for calling the police because it's like you came to TS house. Now I see people online trying to say that Tasha K is a little piece of responsible. I say y'all be trying to blame my mama for everything. Like, not my Tasha. I said, no, y'all gonna leave Queen Wino alone. Okay, that's what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna leave mother alone. Okay, leave mother alone. Okay. So they saying that Tasha is the reason that DL done went to jail, y'all. And I'm like, girl, Yahweh, Yahweh, you only go into the hospital if God say, Yahweh, Yahweh. You only go into the hospital if God say. So, and I'm a girl. So Y'all, what? I have to calm the crustacean. So and let me get through this story. So yes, y'all. Okay, Yahweh, Yahweh. You only going to the hospital if God says. Woo. So when and my girl TS had called the police on him. I had understood. Shh. I had understood it. Hold on. Choking him, Centerson. So once she had called the police, I understood because it's just like, okay, well, why was you popping up at people's house? Y'all trying to blame Tasha K for him going over there, although that had nothing to do with Tasha, right? Tasha went over to T.S. Madison house, but Tasha was invited. Tasha was invited. Okay. I'm gonna cover his mouth. Tasha was invited over there, where she had to, because Tasha K and T.S. Madison back in the day had to, when T.S. was doing Queen's Court in her home in the basement of her house, she would invite guests over. Tasha was one of those people. So Tasha was one of those people that Yahweh, Yahweh, you only go into the hospital if God says. So girl, Tasha was invited over there. So I don't see why y'all saying that this is Tasha K's fault, because Tasha K had nothing to do with this, right? Now Tasha K did interview the DL Whisperer, right? But that everything going on between T.S. Madison and the DL Whisperer is all the DL Whisperer, okay? That's between him and T.S. Madison, right? Then when it comes to Tasha K and T.S. Madison have their own beef, separate. So if the DL Whisperer, Yahweh, if the DL Whisperer got into with T.S. Madison or tried to link up with Tasha, because Tasha was getting into it with T.S. Madison already, basically, like, trying to be a match linking up. That's on DL. That's on Naquan, Tyreek, Amoka Marcus, Travis, Stewart, Palmer. That's on him. That ain't got nothing to do with Tasha. And then did nobody tell him to go over there? Did nobody tell him to go over there? Oh my goodness. So let me read the rest of the Junior. So let me read the rest of that. So it's the arrest was carried out by Gilmer County Sheriff's Office. Details surrounding the circumstances led to the warrant may not have yet been fully disclosed. Ooh, Lord, ooh, TS, ooh. TS don't play. As a publication, it remains unclear whether Palmer has secured legal representation or when he is expected to appear before a judge. Now, y'all wrong for going to get Naquan on Friday. Why y'all go get him on Friday? Y'all can, no, he can't get, ain't no court on Saturday or Sunday. I said, ooh. I said, y'all could go get him on Thursday night. Oh my word. Upon Naquan had to spend all. I mean, but he should be fine. Because I know if I was a judge. Yeah, he in there doing some research. Right? Correct? Because I've been. I always tell my people, God forbid, I go to prison, I'm finding the tallest, scariest dude and falling to my knees. Correct. I'm gonna be protected. I ain't got time for all of that. Them real criminals. They fight for fun. I ain't got time for all that. I like fight 2-3 minutes and that's it. No, they fight all day. No. Immediately. Hey, I walk up to the biggest dude. Correct. And I'm telling as soon as one try to grab me, throw me in the closet, I'll be like, go ahead with this package. Go ahead and get the package. Go ahead. Bitch can't have just one. But what you bet? Yeah, I'm not going in there fighting and all. I'm not doing all. I'm just doing all of it. I don't have time for any of that. I'm not. I'm not. Yahweh. Yahweh. You only go inside the hospital if God say. So I'm a girl. I don't got time for all that. So I feel like he's in there doing really good research because I'm getting with the biggest dude I see. Okay? The one that got a couple life sentences. Him. The one that got nothing to lose. Hey, daddy. You want some cigarettes? Yeah, I'm not gonna. Please. I'm still trying to be cute when I get out. Yeah, I ain't got time for all that. Very scary. Yeah. No. Oh no. I fight civilians, not prisoners. Oh yeah. We ain't got time for all of that. Girl. Oh no. Oh no, not at all. Okay. Yes, like Blueface. I do the same thing he did. When that guy with the biggest dude. Okay, correct. And then you know what I'm saying. No. So now he over there in jail. Oh, Naquan, no. Now see, I don't want Naquan to go to jail, but I can see why. I can see why. The breaking development comes on the heels of Gay Magazine's exclusive report. Official report against protective order against media personality T.S. Madison against Palmer. And that court coverage documents detail allegations that led the court to approve the temporary order pending a future hearing. Wow. Okay. So T.S. said, do not pass go to jail, do not collect $200. Or do not collect $200. Oh, girl. Why nobody checked on the man? Who you talking about? Who you talking about, Naquan? That's who you talking about? You talking about Naquan? That's who you talking about? Naquan? Who's supposed to be checking on Naquan? Who? I feel like Tasha probably put a few dollars on the commissary thing. She ain't got to. She ain't the reason he in jail. Did nobody tell him to go over there? Who? Who told him to go over there? Who? Free the DL whisper. Correct. Until it's backwards. Until it's backwards. Now, I don't think it should have went as far as him going to jail and all of that stuff. But you can't just be showing up to people's house. Like, I don't agree with that. I don't. And I understand sometimes we get too involved in these things with these like social media, like battles, and stuff like that. Or sometimes we go too far, and we let the audience like hype us up, and then we get so hyped to now we're making decisions that we wouldn't normally make, that we shouldn't be making. I'm about to make free DL shirts. I would buy one. Again, I do like the DL Whisperer. I just don't agree with with just showing up at people's house. That's not cool. I don't think DL will want somebody just showing up at his house. So it's going too far, you know. It's going too far, you know. Just stop before the Chrisean was caught CPS. They can. He all right. If Chrisean can throw her baby in the closet and whatnot, why can't I? Why can't I? If her baby be upside down and all it, why can't I? He walk. He walk, he eat all that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Stop worrying about my son. There's nothing wrong with my son, bro. Look at my son, bro. There's nothing wrong with my son, bro. And I'm tired of y'all talking about his hair, bro. Watch this, bro. I do this every day, bro. I do this every I do this every day, bro. Wow. I need a little piece. Just a little piece. Boom. Right there. Yes, Lord. Yeah. Yahweh. Yahweh. You only go into the hospital if God says, Yahweh. Yahweh. You only go into the hospital if God says, Yahweh. Yeah. What's wrong with my son, bro? Yahweh. Yahweh. Yeah. You only go into the hospital if God says, so gays, so do y'all feel like it's fair that the DL Whisperer got arrested? And don't worry about my baby, bro. Don't worry about my baby. So do y'all feel like it's fair? Y'all want to stay and walk? Y'all look at son, look at Shorty. I see you, Shorty. I see you, Shorty. I see you walking, and you know, bro. You know when you walking alongside the pool, bro. Look at son. I see you, Shorty. Mm. He coming back, bro. He coming back, bro. He coming. Come here, bro. You so good, bro. He just went got some food, bro. He just ate over there, bro. Stop worrying about my son, bro. So gays, he does walk. Y'all tried it. He does, and y'all mad about it. Yes, y'all are angry. You can go have to get over there, bro. Yahweh. Only go once in the hospital and God say, Oh. So, and I'm like, so do y'all feel like it was fair that T.S. Madison got deal? Now, I'm gonna say this. I feel like it's just. I do. Now, don't get me wrong. I like Dear Whisper and everything, but I do not blame T.S. Madison for calling the police, getting the police involved, filing restraining orders. All that. I don't blame her. I really don't. You know, if somebody was pulling that on me, I'm gonna do the same thing. Whether you got kids or not, that's your safety is what's important. And that shouldn't be being invaded because you're having a disagreement online. It's just not that serious to me. Okay. Tasha K done been on YouTube for years, right? Who house she pulling up to? T.S. Madison done been online for years. Who house T.S. pulling up to? Nobody's. They know better. They know better. So DL knows better too. Okay. He knows better. Way too far. Way too far. Okay. So I'm not knocking T.S. Madison, not mad at T.S. Madison, none of that. Sometimes you have to take these type of precautions with some people. Some people just go too far. Okay. T.S. Madison, I understand, doxed Dear Whisper. So I feel like Dear Whisper had every right to dox T.S. Madison, to dox the fact that T.S. Madison's business partner, Dominique, was going through certain stuff. I feel like he had every right to. If T.S. Madison put his social security number, allegedly, and all of that stuff out there, yeah, because that's fighting fire with fire. But that's a lava. Pulling up to somebody's house, that's lava. All for social media and a proof of point. Because what other reason would Dear Whisper have done that? Be careful what you wish for because you just may get it. You wanted a clout, you wanted attention, you wanted all of that, you wanted to push yourself to the next level, you know, to show people that you ain't the one to quit. Okay. This is the ending result. You know, a person like T.S. Madison does have a lot to lose. So the fighting and all of that stuff, that's not a good look for T.S. It's not, you know, for her to be out here with those type of shenanigans. You know, so I understand team or TS, because y'all see y'all putting team DL. Yeah, you have every right. I feel like TS Madison has a right to do this so that she doesn't have to worry about losing things, you know, based off of making decisions that she would have made a long time ago, you know, before you had these things to lose. You know, it's no different thing with Armand Wiggins, with him filing restraining orders on certain people. Armand does have a lot to lose. Now, I don't mean that he won't get out there and get dirty, you know, get in these streets and rumble, you know, with you. But at the same time, it's like, is it worth it? You know, going back and forth to jail, getting caught, court, you know, all of that. Like, is it worth all of that when you have so much already going on? You know, like with your career, you know, all of like, why? And you can't go make this appearance at this place, or you can't go in a courthouses and stuff because of, you know, why would you want that? You know, like, you're affecting your bag, you know, by doing that. T.S. Madison is booked and busy, right? So TS don't, you know, have the time for this type of stuff. You know, DL does. Clearly he does. Because when you go popping it, it is what it is after that. What you get is what you get. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. When you go popping it, you get what you get. So if you go after somebody, what comes your way comes your way. You know, DL going after TS Madison, how DL was going after TS Madison, TS gonna come for you. Uh-huh. Now back in the day, it would have been a lot of roasting and gagging. But now TS got a little power. You know, TS, you know what I'm saying, can make the room shake, you know, without even standing up. It's just a phone call or two and handling it. Type of stitch. And one of the worst things he could have done was record himself going over there. He recorded it himself and then yelled the person's name out. Not smart. Not smart. And I understand that there's a lot of DL supporters in the chat, and I understand that there's a lot of people that don't like TS Madison in the chat. But this isn't about personalities. This isn't about who's social media popping and who's not. Clout chasing. I know at the end of the day, it's about safety. It's about safety. Just because somebody don't like you, don't give them the right. Like, imagine getting into it with somebody on the internet and then they're pulling up to your house. I could see somebody that you know in actuality pulling up to your crib, somebody you used to hang with back in the day or whatever, ex-girlfriend or something of your man's or something like that, like in your actuality. That makes a little bit more sense for them to be pulling up to your crib. But somebody you don't know, you never met, and they come into your house and then telling you to come outside. Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? What is going on with you? And then you can't cry wolf or be a victim afterwards. So DL is not a victim. Oh no, you can't look at him like that because he incited the riot. He wanted to do these things. He wanted y'all to see him going over there, popping, da 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 da, popping it. Okay, well, what comes with it comes with it. You go to jail, you go to jail. You get into a fight, you get into a fight. If you get pop out, you get pop out. I mean, like what comes with that comes with it. Because the supporters are not literally telling DL, go to TS's house. Go, that. No, if that's what you want to do, of course, the people in the comments, they're messy. They're gonna incite the riot. They're gonna be like, yeah, 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 yeah. But you know, I wouldn't take them seriously. you know, didn't TS dox him first? TS didn't pull up first. Again, he doxed TS Madison back. What are we pulling up for? So even if TS did dox him, which I didn't see, but I can, TS done been around the game. This is what we do if we have to, if it comes to that, you know. So what does it have to do with pulling up? I get into it with people online. People online get into it with me, but I'm not pulling up to their home. I get doxxed at least 4 or 5 times a year. I was just doxxed last month again by multiple people. Am I pulling up at their house? But what's the point? Call the police if it's that deep. Because I don't care about a dox because there's nothing that I have to hide. I don't have anything to hide. Dox me, ho. You're gonna be bored. You're gonna be bored. Okay? Dox me. No mug shots, nothing, no pendant chart, nothing. You're gonna be bored doxing Sean. You go right ahead. You go right ahead, sweetie. You're gonna get so bored that you're gonna start looking at the family members and friends that got something going on just so you can try to establish a connection because you can't say nothing about Sean. So you go right ahead. I could care less. Go right ahead. But not everybody like that. Not everybody like dox me. Some people don't want to be doxed at all, but it doesn't give them the right to say, now I'm gonna come to where you are. No, just dox them. If they doxed you and you feel like that was a violation, violate them. Dox them back. And nobody can tell you how to fight. So who cares if they just doxed your name? You get to dox everything. You want to dox their mama, their daddy, their brother, their sister, you go right ahead. Yeah, whatever. So to me, it says that T.S. Madison was really getting under DL's skin. Because for you to pull up because you ain't do nothing. Because if we're going to be real, that was a 2-gate function type of pull up. I'm not driving past your house. If I'm pulling up, I'm pulling up. Like I'm pulling up. Driving past the house, to me, that's not pulling up. That's pussy. That's pussy. That's pussy. So it's like, what are we doing? To me, we know T.S. Madison has a house. The majority of us already know what a house is in Atlanta. No, he did not knock. He pulled up in a car around T.S. Madison's little what do you call that? A cul-de-sac or whatever. It's kind of like a keyhole. Screamed out the window and kept driving. You're in jail right now for that. I would rather be in jail for it. See, I'm a different type of stupid. Okay. I don't play those games in real life. Because if you come out, I would have ran outside. Like, that's just how I am. Like, I wouldn't even be able to control myself. Like, I would just go. He pulled in front of my crib. I'm coming outside. It's happening. It is what it is. I'm coming outside. Because that's how I give it up. My whole life. We don't run from fights. We don't do that. Now, we're not going to start them, but we will finish them. We will finish it. We will show you why you would not with us. We will show you why we ain't the ones to be played with. You're going to play with a lot of people, but we ain't going to be the ones. And here's why. Here's why. Get out the car. Here's why. Because you ain't got to get out the car. We'll pull you out of it. You understand me? I don't bust windows to get people out of cars. So it's like, we're not going to play those type of games. Just keep it over there. You got a problem with me? Keep it on your channel. Go on Instagram or YouTube, TikTok, wherever you need to go to get at me. That's where it needs to stay. It started online. It should stay online. Back in the day when people was getting into it off Facebook and stuff like that, it's people in the same neighborhoods. Like, it's people in the same neighborhoods. You didn't hear a lot about people going cross country to go fight people because they got into an argument on Facebook. No. The majority of things that started on Facebook, then you will look up and people pulling up to each other's houses and stuff, is people that know each other. That physically know each other. Okay? When you take it offline, it's something wrong with you. It's something wrong with you. If you taking it offline, you ain't wrapped too tight. You're not. You're not, because a smart individual would never do that. People liked the banter between DL and TS Madison. They liked it. It was something to follow. It was a beef. And then it went from that to this. It's no longer a beef when you're pulling up people's house. Like, that's crazy work. Trying to deal with Spur docs Madison back because Madison didn't expose him. She just called him out on his BS and transphobia. So DL went to harm her because a hit dog will holler. And that may be true, but there was no reason for him to go know where TS is or where he thinks TS is. No reason for it. None. So I can't get behind that. I like DL. I do. Just like I love me some TS. I like both. I don't have a problem with it. That's between them. I'm not trans. So I completely understand where TS Madison is coming from. And I also understand from where DL is coming from. I get both stances. I get how TS feels. I get how DL feels. And it kind of should have just stayed there. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate, that it went somewhere else. So I don't blame T.S. Madison for getting him arrested. I don't blame her. You got to do something when people feeling that froggy. Now she got to worry about you, because if T.S. didn't do nothing, I feel like it would have continued. I don't feel like it would have stopped. I feel that DL would have kept pushing it to the limit. And he could really get hurt. He could really get hurt out here playing these, reindeer games. So I'm glad this happened, so that now DL can fall back. Fall back. Keep it online. And if it would have stayed online, TS couldn't really be put no restraining orders or nothing like that on him, not even temporarily. She wouldn't be able to do none of that if he would have kept it online, because there's no danger here. But when you pulling up, whole nother story. Okay. So so shout out to T.S. Madison, shout out to the DL Whisperer as well. Again, no dog in the fight. I like both parties. I hope it ends there. I hope they're done with it, because I'm always here for a drag, and a gag. I'm always here for it, but it went too far. It went too far. I was here for TS responding or calling DL out, and I was here for DL calling TS out. I was here for it. But because Tasha K can't stand TS Madison, and TS Madison can't stand Tasha K, but they're not pulling up. Whether Tasha K is calling TS Madison a man or not, Tasha ain't meeting up nowhere with TS, pulling up nowhere at where TS at with her husband. telling her husband, go get her or go get him, if that's how, Tasha will phrase it. But ain't none of that going on. None of it. Okay. Tasha's drinking her water, minding her business. Okay. Now, of course, she's going to throw her shade. We know Tasha is shady. So Tasha's going to throw her shade. Any chance she gets to be like, gotcha, she's going to be like, gotcha. Like she's going to do that. She is, but Tasha ain't pulling anybody out. So she's not doing that. So yeah, for people to be like, oh, it's Tasha's fault. What? I'm like, Tasha ain't got nothing to do with that. If DL would have talked to Tasha and told Tasha that he was about to pull up at TS's house, I really feel like Tasha would have encouraged him not to. I do. You know, I don't feel like Tasha would have been like, go, yeah, go over there. I don't. I feel like Tasha would have been like, no deal. I get you on like, but chill. Just stay where you at. Just go online and just gag her. Just go roast. But yeah, don't go over there. And so yeah, so shout out to all parties involved, Tasha K, DL Whisperer, and TS Madison. We will give you more information as it comes. I think he has court today, DL Whisperer. So if he gets out, I'm sure he's gonna have some things to say. I'm definitely interested in hearing what DL has to say when he gets out of jail. It's like, whoa, imagine thinking you were in your 2026 and going back and forth to jail over an argument, Crazy work. But yeah, moving right along. So let's get into the crustacean, okay? So Junior was seen recently, okay? And everyone was feeling, hold on, let me, hold on, Junior was seen, and a lot of people were already concerned that he may have been.
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
And the audience was concerned. Please hit the like. Please hit the like over 1K in the building. Please hit the like. The audience was concerned that Junior may have been suffering and having an absence seizure. Okay. Now hold on, let me pull that up so y'all can see what I mean first. And this happened on live. All right. There's other things that happened too. We're going to get into that as well. But let's start with. Okay. Sorry. There's multiple. So I'm going to make sure I have the right one.
We're not going to take that off.
Take
his shoes off. Now everybody take his socks off.
What is with the music? Okay, sorry, I want to make sure. I want to get the one where it's like up close, so you can see like right in his face. Look what that has everybody like. Whoa, what is going on? I'm also going to explain some other things too. Okay. This one's closer. I like this one's closer. So right here, everyone is afraid. Yeah, I didn't mute her because I don't want to hear her. That Junior right here is having an absent seizure. As you see, and she tries to cover his face like she normally does. She gets right in front of his face. Hey, poor guy. And they are moving him. He's not moving. Notice that. So she moves him. If he's having a seizure, you just kind of let it play out. You don't move them. Okay. Poor guy. Hi, Junior. The other clip's going to start over again. But many people are concerned about him having absent seizures. It's sad. She don't know what's going on with her own kids. See right here, this is where people feel the absent seizure is happening. Because he's looking at no one kind of into space in a situation to where it's like he don't even seem as if he's coherent within the moment, to where if you like call his name or anything like that, that he will respond. I mean, it's very possible. Yeah, there are. I mean, hold on. Show you.
Close.
Why? Go back.
This child is about to have a seizure on. Watch closely. She suddenly stops, stares blankly for a few seconds, then goes right back to what she was doing. This is an absent seizure. Unlike shaking or convulsions, most people imagine when they hear the word seizure. Absent seizures look very different. They cause a brief pause in awareness. The person's eyes may freeze, blink, or flutter, and sometimes there are small movements like lip smacking or chewing motions. They start and stop abruptly, usually lasting only a few seconds, and when it's over, the person often resumes activity immediately with no confusion, no memory of what just happened. These episodes can occur dozens or even hundreds of times a day, which is why they're often mistaken for daydreaming or zoning out. But for a child in school, those few lost seconds can really add up, affecting attention, learning, and daily life. If you ever notice repeated brief staring spells like this, especially in kids, it's worth getting checked by a neurologist, because sometimes what looks like daydreaming is the brain momentarily disconnecting. Let me know your thoughts in the comments and follow to improve your health IQ. Watch closely. She suddenly
hold on,
stops.
there's other kids too.
Melly.
In fact, it's happening now.
Melly.
Not every seizure involves shaking.
You back? You okay?
This is called an absence seizure.
Okay.
Here's another example. Take a look at this child. It just looks like she's staring into space.
Oh, the music. The music. The music. Hold on one second. Sorry. The music. I can't do music. Okay. So now you see with the parents, they just call to the kid, right? My little brother, still to this day, it's been a while, it's been some years, but he would have the same seizures. He would just randomly stop. And I'll never forget the first time he had one. I freaked out, like freaked. Okay. Because I knew something was wrong. I'm like, this isn't, I ran and got my mom. I was like, Mom, because I knew something, because we were playing the game and we were both like talking to each other. And then all of a sudden, like I look over to him and he's just staring, like no movement, nothing. His eyes didn't move. He just kind of just a blank stare forward. And I'm like, put my hands in front of him, like nothing. He didn't budge. And then when he came back to, he had no idea. It's like he went to go back and like play the video game because the remote was still like still like what the. So we called the paramedics. We took him into the hospital, and we found out that he does have absent seizures. So this is what people were feeling that was going on with Chrisean Jr. Like I said, I've seen it before, but everybody's different. Everyone is different. So let's pull that clip back up of Chrisean Jr.
Chrisean. Chrisean. Yeah, what you looking at? 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 Huh? Like you can hear the You heard him just look. I thought she said to his wife. You got no music. Right, okay. Thank you. This one doesn't have meat, but this is the seafood pasta on it. If there's something that's on a plate that someone wants specifically to say, I want to do okay.
And I want you to notice this whole time it seems that he's having the seizure because she keeps calling his name, right? He does not move. The male that's holding him keeps moving his arms and hands and whatnot. He's not moving. Okay, I want you to pay attention to that. He's not moving at all. And like the seizures, they said that the mouth may move a little bit during the seizure. The lip may move, the top or bottom lip may move, but that's about it. That's about as much movement as you're going to see throughout the seizure. Okay, now watch Chrisean.
Chrisean. Hello, what you looking at? 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 Huh? You can hear the I told you she said so like you got no meat. Right, okay. Thank you. This one doesn't have meat, but this is the seafood pasta on it. If there's something that's on a plate that someone wants specifically to say, I want to do okay. Right something else. What kind? There's chicken, pasta, vegetable. Okay. Look at that. Say hi to y'all. You want something as well?
So I absolutely think she knows what's going on with him. In the doc's paperwork, it does says that Chrisean Jr. suffers from seizure disorder. Shout out to, and how she says, and she sees him having the seizures, trying to hide him from the cameras, and still refuses to get him help. It's so sad. I agree. I don't think she hides his seizures from the camera because she is like ashamed or anything like that. I think she hides him from the camera because she thinks he like looks ugly, like when he's going through certain things. Shout out to La Pearl. She says, like your live every time I visit, becoming a fan. Oh, thank you so much, sweetheart, for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you, sweetheart. So I think that she is embarrassed by what he looks like because image is everything to her when it comes to Chrisean Jr. You know, she's constantly show you an example. Let me show you an example.
Bring his shoes on. Now everybody take a side to him. No, I wouldn't. I'm going to break that. You said this thing? It's good. It's what I want to break that. That one. Maybe we should have ate it. It's right in the middle. Yeah, that's what we should have ate it with the salad. Yeah, I'm okay. You ready? Showtime. Oh, it's ready? Yeah. Okay. Come on, bro. Keep your shoes on. Now everybody take a side to him. No, I wouldn't.
Now, notice she says as well that he keeps taking his shoes and socks off. He has club feet. Junior has club foot. So, of course, like we've said time and time again, stop putting the shoes on him. Get the braces and whatnot that he needs for his feet and the corrective shoes first. Then you can put whatever shoes you want on him. Then he can wear whatever he wants. They're fine. But she's so worried about image and what he looks like. Not features and whatnot, because I don't think she deems him as like cute. I don't. I think she tries to make him that way. I think that's why she cares so much about like the clothes and shoes and whatnot that he is wearing. Because she feels like if he's dressed cute, then he's cute. See what I'm saying? She thinks he takes ugly pictures. If you go look on her Instagram, there are no pictures of Junior besides when he was a baby. Because she thought as a baby, he was cute. Fact. Fact. Think about it. When you're younger and coming up, you take way more pictures. And you put way more pictures online because you care about what you look like. But then when you start having like kids and having a family and stuff like that, you're not posting pictures like that anymore. Because when you are, you're posting them like for your kids and stuff like that. Like randomly, you may get dressed and, up and then, you may take a few pictures, at that point. But like overall, your social media is going to be more sort of filled with your children. I know that's how my social media is. Like, we look at my Facebook and stuff like that, my children. Like, you see pics of me, but like before my kids, it was all me, But then as soon as I had kids, it's like filled up with them, But if you go to her social media, it's not like that. It's not. The majority of the pictures that she still has on like her Instagram and Twitter and stuff like that, it's all of Junior when he was little. Like when he was a baby. I really do. I don't think she thinks Junior is cute. Like, I don't think she finds him to be a handsome little boy. I don't. I think she looks at the things that are wrong with him instead of looking at what's right with him. It's how I feel. And I think Junior is adorable. So again, we accept him. She is having trouble with that. We accept Junior for exactly how he is. He's perfect, to us, because how he was born is just what he's, that's his journey. It's an unfortunate journey, but it's his journey, and I think that's why he's so strong. Is because I truly believe that God doesn't put things on us that we can't bear, but He does put a village around us to help us, persevere in life. And I just don't think that she's always covering Junior's face. That's another thing I was showing you in the video. And then also, let's get into this. Okay. The seizures continued, allegedly. Normally, when Chrisean goes to kiss Junior, Junior will kiss her. She puts him in the air. Let me grab Junior. She puts him in the air and pushes him up like that because he's not responding. He's not responding. So it's kind of like a shake, without like going like this, doing it as she pushes him up. To kind of like shake him out of, hey, like, because she can't get him. He's not acknowledging her because he's seizing. See what I'm saying? See, watch. Keep watching. Because Junior does not kiss her, and he normally does. Every time she touches, she goes in for a kiss, Junior will kiss her. He will. Right here, he does not. Okay? Because she's trying to get him to pick, because I want you to look right here at the beginning of the video. He's absent again. Looking at no one. Staring off into space. Hey, she hates when his eyes cross. She hates that. Please hit the like. Over 1,300 people in the building, 668 likes. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Thank you to everyone who has already done as such. Thank you for double tapping that screen. Please keep double tapping that screen. I would really appreciate it. Boom. So let's watch. See, she's worried. See, he won't look at her. So she tries to shake him by throwing him up. She's still trying to get his attention. So he won't kiss her.
So he said hold it like this and do the full screen with the do it for him. It's too late. No, just on. What's up? They just put it. Oh, you pushed sideways. I saw it. So he needed to face. He said hold it like this and do the full screen with the do it for him.
Yeah, and know that she only like because people say that she don't do nothing to his hair. I think the reason she doesn't is because of look. That's from him laying on his back all the time. Okay, his hair not breathing properly, the pores not opening how they should, so that the hair can grow how it's supposed to. Okay, he definitely needs a haircut. He should have got a haircut a long time ago. You know, um, I feel like this is one of the reasons why she doesn't do his hair because he's missing a lot of it. Mhm. But she says that he can walk. Hold on. Girl, girl.
Y'all, I want to say,
Oh, she said he walking, girl. Hold on, where is that? Y'all know I have to show you. And she likes to play these reindeer games.
look at y'all. Okay, baby Jesus, I see you standing up, shorty, moving around. It's cool. I like how you trying to walk. That's crazy. He like literally picking himself up and like walking across the sidelines of it. Like, you doing good. Good boy.
Chrisean Jr. obviously cannot walk, and Chrisean Jr. cannot stand up. What doesn't she understand? Certain things I think she kind of understands, but a lot of stuff I feel like she can't understand. She thinks that when Junior's legs are straight, that's Junior standing. No. Due to Junior's allegedly having cerebral palsy, etc., the legs stiffen. Okay. And when the legs stiffen, it's like the body has the arms and legs, more so of the legs, they have like spasms to where you can't bend. They can't bend. They'll just straighten. Okay. But that's like a spasm happening to the body. It's not a good thing. And it also can be painful, to the child. It's kind of like a Charlie horse. If you've ever had a Charlie horse, that's what it's like. And Charlie horses are painful. They really are, you know. So with the spasticity within his body, it will cause a lot of spasms throughout, and it also not only spasticity but cerebral palsy. There's a lot of stiffening in the body and bone, So when this is happening, she thinks he's trying to stand. This is why you have never seen Junior stand on his own. Junior is being propped up. Fact. Because it's painful to stand during those spasms. Now, if Junior's not having a spasm due to his spasticity, etc., then yeah, it shouldn't be a problem if he can, do it, on his own and whatnot. But it's definitely a very hard thing to do while going through it. I'm a research individual on my medical hole. Make sure you go to my last surviving that I did on Junior. It's a very educational video in the educational field of medical with someone that is in the medical field educating us on what's going on. You do not need a doctorate to understand what's going on with your kid. You stupid bitches. You do not need that. This is why parents go to physical therapy. This is why parents go to doctor's offices so they can teach them how to medically take care of their child while they are at home. It's not my fault that dumb hoe Chrisean won't sit down and learn and get educated about what's going on with her son. It's sad that strangers like me will educate myself on it before she will. Yeah. So I don't need a doctor or to be a doctor to be able to comprehend a doctor. Are y'all okay? I just showed 2 videos of doctors stating seizures. Those were doctors. And what they're saying is correct. I comprehend what they are saying. Junior's medical information has been doxed. Spasticity, all of the things that I am comparing. Are we okay? Are we okay? Yeah, I'm the guy that called a pediatrician while live that specializes in special needs children with cerebral palsy and brainwaves. Neurology. Special. That's me. I was that guy. It's called educating yourself. That's what you do. In that case, no one would have a special needs child in their home if it take a doctor to take care of them. You guys okay? Are you mad at me? Are you mad at me? Are you upset? Yeah, get educated. Because if you sit back, you can learn something too. You sure could. And you're mad. You're going to stay that way. You're going to stay that way. Are y'all okay? My children are all walking around school. My son has the basketball game today. And he's not in the bleachers. Yeah, we good over here. Yeah, I can learn you something. I sure could. I can learn her too. What about it? And you're mad about it. Okay. Interesting. Yes. So I'm not a doctor. Correct. Neither is she.
Look at y'all. Okay, baby Jesus, I see you standing up, shorty, moving around. It's cool. I like how you trying to walk.
How?
That's crazy.
How does he go from trying to walk to this? Oh Lord. To this. I thought he was walking. You see his legs? Look at his legs. That's spasticity. I learned about it from a doctor. That's spasticity. You see how he cannot bend his knees? See that? She's standing him up. That is pain. That's painful. But he can walk though. He can stand on his own. Then why do you keep propping him? Why? Why can't you move? If he could sit up on his own, you wouldn't have to do all of that. You could just set him right there and walk away. But he's walking though. Are you sure? She the one telling you he's walking like she's a doctor. She's not. Look at him. Explain that. Explain it. Yahweh. Yahweh. He only going to the hospital if God say Yahweh. Yeah, spasticity is what his body's going through. He's not standing. He could stand on his own. He doesn't say, we've never seen Junior stand up on his own. If Junior stands up on his own, why is she doing this? If he stands up on his own, why is she propping him? She's holding him up, just like the playpen does when she stands him in front of it and she puts his hands on it. That's how you know he cannot stand. No, he cannot. Propping him up while going through spasticity, because that's all that's being done. That's it. His legs are hardening in a straight position because of the spasms going through his body at that point in time. And she'll stand him up. She'll prop him up. Like, what? But she said he walking. How? Don't do that. And every time you're doing these things, it's off camera. But then as soon as she puts him on camera, it's like it gets worse. It's like a regression. It's just like, girl, maybe you take the camera off him so he can walk around, I guess. Like, why you had that camera on him? I guess he falls limp. But then as soon as the camera not on him, he doing the splits, turning back flips, playing basketball, running around in the backyard with the other kids. But then you put that camera on them. Weird. We've talked about his club foot before, and we're going to keep talking about it. Why? Because she's hurting him. Hold on. Let's get into him not being able to stand.
So I'm on TikTok.
Oh, there's a better video of it. She's going to try to stand him up. But she says he's standing up. Look at his legs. Poor guy. She says he stands up. She let him go. He falling backwards or forwards. But he stands up, though. That video wasn't in reverse of him in the playpen. That wasn't in reverse. Correct. He doesn't even have enough muscle strength in his legs to stand up on his own. To stand up on his own. Children build that by crawling and being. This is why walkers and and whatnot are so important. Because if he could walk, or if he was at least trying to, then why don't you have him in a walker? Why don't you have him in a walker? If that's what he's trying to do. If he's trying to take steps, if he's walking alongside of the playpen and all that, then put him in a walker. Put him in a walker. His feet, I'll show you on that too. Poor kid. Oh, his club feet.
Like a green one. I don't know what that is. So you keep on wearing shoes on. Now you better take a socks on. No, I wouldn't. I don't break down.
You can get this. It's I want to break down.
Maybe we should have ate it.
It's right in the middle of it.
Yeah, we should have ate it with the salad. Yeah, I'm okay. Ready? Showtime. Oh, it's ready? Yeah. Okay, let's go. I'm about to go to bed. This is signing of the contract right here. How have you been? Alright, my sister's supposed to be. How far she out? She here. Where's she at? She's supposed to be in the building. They bring it on. Where's she at? I probably where the waiting area is at.
Yeah. So every time she puts him on shoes, hold on.
He's not gonna take that off.
Oh, you taking the shoe off?
Taking the shoes off.
You just do what you want.
You hear him?
Okay.
He's not gonna take that off.
Oh, you taking the shoe off?
Taking the shoes off.
Now you hear the male in the background. He always taking his shoes off. He takes his shoes off because they hurt. What don't you get about that? They hurt. They don't feel good on his feet. That's why he's always taking them off. He likes to be barefoot. The male in the background said he always trying to take his shoes off because they hurt. If your foot is bent and someone is putting something on your foot to straighten your foot, that's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. And not only that, Junior has a low muscle tone in his legs. So shoes is like having on weights. Shoes are like having on weights. What do people get about that? Now, the average kid that is using and utilizing their legs, they're creating muscle. By walking and crawling and all that, you're creating muscle along the way. So they get stronger, bigger, and stronger, and whatnot. Are y'all okay? This is why he always tries to take his shoes off, because they hurt him. She don't care, because she feel like the less hat. That's why she don't want him to take off this hat, because
Hey, Joe, very nice to meet you.
Who do you have a big out with?
Hey, Joe, very nice to meet you.
Who do you have a big out with?
Promote this fight. Come on, man. You know what?
What fight?
You fight, huh?
For real, trying to break it up.
Don't
Trying to knock her out.
girl with chicken with those. Can I get one with no? If you need to charge your phone, charger. Okay, that's a charge. I think, or maybe it's what do you call it? What kind of charger? USB port, maybe for the phone. Right, for the laptop. Who knows? Hey, Joe, very nice to meet you.
Who do you have a big out with?
Promote this fight. Come on, man. You know what?
What fight?
You fight, huh?
For real, trying to break it up. Trying to knock her out.
Girl with chicken with those. Can I get one with no?
like, how hard is it to put a little conditioner in his hair if you are going to let his hair grow? A little conditioner, a little bit of moisturizer every other day, if you're not going to do it every day, which I feel like you should, because she'll do her hair every day. She'll moisturize and condition and mousse, and she'll do all that to her hair. All of that. Her hair done. Braided. All that. And you're a woman. So it's a higher probability of a woman doing something to their kid head before a man any day. Y'all should have seen the ponytails I was put on top of my kid's hair. Girl. I used to do the swoop. We called it the swoop. Girl. Don't hate on me. I had to do something. I couldn't just, when their mom was at work. But I used to do the swoop. It was real cute. Mm-hmm. And then once I learned how to do a part in the middle, and then I would put their hair in two ponytails, and then I would braid the ponytail down. Girl, you couldn't tell me nothing with my braid, girl. My braid was everything. And I would braid it down, and I'm a girl. And then I put a rubber band at the end. Yes, Lord. And then I would roll it around, like I would make it like that. And then I would put another rubber band around it so it was like a cute little like lamb bun off of Star Trek, girl. And then I'll do it to the other side. Correct. And then I put two like little like ball rests, girl. Little bows on them, girl. Girl, I use a whole can of mousse. I sure would. But that was cute though. That was cute. Like, I got pictures. Y'all should say it was so cute. But I did that. Ooh, I did that. Ooh, I did that. They look good. Like, I ain't play all that. My kids is representation of me. So if you're going to school looking a mess, funky fresh looking a mess, then they're gonna think that we don't really like care about y'all. Like we just let y'all walk out the house looking any type of way. Now, when your kids get older, when they like 12 and up, because they start to gain their own style. They want to wear their own clothes. They want to go buy their own stuff. And when I'll go with you and they pick it out. Whatnot. So then it's like their style is their own. But from 0 to at least like 12 years old, they're a reflection of you. So if they walk in the house looking a mess, because there's nothing worse than seeing a parent that looks great, but their children just look like trash. Dirty clothes, holy clothes, and grass stains. Like there's nothing worse. Dry boogers and snot on their face, all of that. But the parent walk up, hey girl, they just look amazing. But the kids just look like nothing. Just look threw away, poor kids. Just look like don't nobody care. That is what it gives with Chrisean. She has to look great, wherever she go. But Junior, subpar. As long as he got on like a cute outfit, then that's all that matters to her. That, because then people will think he's cute instead of looking right at him. Like she only bring him on TikTok because there's filters. Fact. She only brings him on TikTok live with her because there are filters. She puts a filter.
Hey, how you doing? Very nice to meet you.
Who do that? They got away.
She has a filter on.
Who do that? They got away.
Hold this fight. Come on, man. You know what?
What fights?
You fight, man. Huh?
For real, try to fight that one. Try to knock her out.
Can I get one with no? If you need to charge your phone, okay, that's a charge. I think, or maybe it's what do you call it? What kind of charges? USB port for the phone, right? For the laptop. So, hey, how you doing? Very nice to meet you.
So there are filters on the both of them. There's a filter on her, and then obviously whoever else gets on camera is going to automatically put a filter on you too. So that's why she likes to bring him on TikTok live, because they have filters. Okay, she was booted from Instagram Live. I don't know exactly what she did, but she did something on Instagram and they booted her. So she went over to TikTok to go live. So hold on.
You like take that no, your head?
Rooted to the team.
We need some water. You get the water? You want the water? Put it in.
Hey, how you doing? Very nice to meet you.
Who do that? They got away.
Got to hold this fight. Come on, man. You know what?
What fights?
You fight, man. Huh?
For real, try to fight that one. Try to knock her out.
Can I get one with no meat, please?
No meat?
Please.
Okay.
Thank you, sorry.
So, right, exactly. She could have done something better with his hair. Like, girl, we don't expect it to be like the best of the best every time we see him, but we are going to expect you to at least be taking care of it. If you don't want to take care of it, he's a boy, cut it. It's that simple. You don't want to take care of his hair, cut it. Get rid of it. If you do want to keep it, then take care of it. And he has to stop laying on his back. This is why Chrisean Jr. should be in a wheelchair. If Chrisean Jr. was in a wheelchair, then he could sit upright the majority of the day. So that would help like the back of his hair and like pores and stuff growing. He should be in a wheelchair. Okay. But with him laying on his back for so long and then in a stroller, he shouldn't be in a stroller. He's too big for a stroller. He needs a wheelchair. Let's keep it real. He needs a wheelchair. That's why they have him for his size. He needs a wheelchair. The blood needs to be properly circulating throughout his body. It's not. It's not giving that. Right. And a walker. Correct. Yes. He needs both of them, but he has to get his club foot fixed first. Junior is not going to walk on club foot. He's not going to do that. Okay. Junior's body is not strong enough. He does not get enough nourishment inside of his body to be able to walk. He's not even getting enough nourishment. You need energy to walk. You need energy to do anything. That's why food is so important. It gives you energy. When you're walking around lacking and you're feeling crappy, eat. Eat. That's why most people feel crappy in the morning, because they don't eat breakfast. A lot of people skip breakfast and they wonder why they're so discouraged. That's why they say it's the most important meal of the day. It set off the rest of your day. It's important, to eat breakfast. And that's why a lot of people get up and they're groggy and they're wondering why they're so just like, hangry and annoyed and crabby. All that. Eat. Eat. It ain't got to be a big meal. I know some people are like, I'm not a breakfast person. Then eat lunch, but in the morning. Okay, you don't want eggs and bacon and stuff. Okay, fine. Eat something else. Just eat. Get an apple or something. Eat something. Open an orange or whatnot. What's clubfoot? Clubfoot is a disfiguration that most people that do have it in the either ankle, shin area is born with, and it is completely corrective. Like, it can be corrected immediately, even as an infant. It can be lifted. It's when the bottom of the either foot or ankle, like kind of like curves. I mean, why not? Like, I can show you. Clubfoot. Lord. This is clubfoot. See how Junior's foot doesn't go straight? That's clubfoot. Mm-hmm. It's very common in a lot of people, okay, and it can be corrected immediately. It can be corrected right away. Most people that have had clubfoot, some people don't even know that they had it because their parents gotten it corrected so early. Most people don't even know. They walk just fine, with no issues. You would have to tell a person if they don't like remember, which it's kind of hard to remember when you're like 2, 3, 4 years old. Unless you select pictures, that gives you like reminder. But other than that, some people have to be told that they have clubfoot when they were born, because it's that easy to correct. And you can have it corrected in months. Sometimes it even take a whole year to get it done, to correct it. That's why it's important to have it done while they're younger. Did you see my super chat? No, I didn't see. Do you have the live? What live, babes? Hold on, let me see. Scroll, the chat is flying. No, I don't see a super chat. I'm so sorry about that. But what was your comment? So yeah, I don't know why she just won't. Well, I do know why she won't get taken care of. I do. Vanity. She don't want people to think anything is wrong with her son. She's delusional. Literally delusional. And I think she wants to stay in that delusion. Do they need like braces for the foot? She would have to take him to a doctor, and the doctor will tell her, because sometimes they just use braces, sometimes they use a corrective shoe, sometimes they use both. She would have to go and see. It just depends on the severity of the club foot. So she would have to go to now that I can't tell you. I don't know. That she would have to go to a professional, and they would have to determine what measurements would be needed. Sometimes there's surgery. Yeah, sometimes they need surgery. But from what I gathered, besides the people that have like extreme club foot, surgery only happens, from what I've read, Surgery only happens with club foot when it's been there for so long. So when there was no early intervention, when nothing's been done, when they've been going around like that for a very long time, is usually when, because there's things that are damaged in the process, because there are some people that still will try to walk on clubfoot, and there's a lot of damage that is being done. So sometimes they have to cut it open and go in there and move some things around or remove some stuff, add, like sometimes they have to go into screws and, and whatnot. Yeah. So if it's left unattended for a significant amount of time, then yeah, it can be like it needs surgery. We'll have to do surgery because there's a lot of things to correct before we even start to correct the foot. Because even with surgery, they still have to wear like braces and corrective shoes. That's too. So sometimes people have to get all three, if it's not attended to. But if it's attended to, then it's usually one of the others. Usually like the leg braces or the corrective shoe or both. It just depends. You would have to take your kid in and they will let you know exactly what is needed. Yeah, her crack artist just laugh pisses me out. Or she'll just cover his foot. Did y'all see? Hold on. Did y'all see this? I don't mean to laugh, but it's funny. What you say? Chrisean, was that no better? Oh, that was a little better, Malcolm. What you say? Chrisean, was that no better? No better. Should I give her one more chance? One more chance. Should I lift you up? Oh my God. That mic is off AF. Oh God. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was a little better, Malcolm. What you say? Chrisean, was that no better? No better. Should I give her one more chance? One more chance. Should I lift you up? Oh, that was a little better, Malcolm. What you say? Girl, that is a mess, honey. That is a whole mess. Okay? A whole mess. Shout out to my boo Tasha. I love you, girl. She said, stop trying. What? She is. Because ain't no way in the world I wouldn't have been in that quiet. Mugging. I would have been so let down. Like, and she ain't even singing. Like, ew. Girl. Chrisean. Yeah, they started to notice that online. They're like, why does she always put her hand over his face? Music. Look, why does she keep putting her hand over his face? Because she's ashamed. It's that simple. Hold on. We have more.
All right.
We have more. Let's get into more. Hold on. Y'all say any updates with the petition? Chrisean. Oh. Should I say? I could. No, I wouldn't say. Oh, Chrisean Jr. in the car seat. He's so happy. It's like, yay! I can sit up straight. Like, right, because she swear you're walking, poor thing. Poor little ting ting. I really am mad at her about putting this water in his hair. I'm just like, why? Why are you putting this water in his hair? Tasiki has a message for Chrisean.
If you ain't a bomb ass mom like myself, don't talk to me. If your child can't come sit up on the bed and say, "Ma, I want this, this and that, I want this and that, here go my grades, I'm going straight." If your child can't sit up on the end of your bed like my motherfucking child, don't talk to me. If you ain't a bomb to me, if you ain't a bomb ass mom like myself, don't talk.
She said, don't talk to her, Chrisean. Your sister said, don't talk to her. She said, if your child can get on up at the edge of the bed and tell you about their grades. I've listened to her new song. I love that song. I wish I could play it. I really love, because Tasiki is really talented. She really is. I love her. I really like Tasiki. I love FN though. I really do like her new song. I hope she keeps pushing it because it really is a good track. It's a great song. But yeah, hold on. So Chrisean Jr.
We're not gonna take that.
Because she's of course back to hiding him. It's like every time she brings him out, people pay attention to what she has going on and she gets so annoyed. Now, would you pay attention right here how she pushes his head? Hold on, she pushes his head.
Your hair is Chrisean. Oh, yeah. You want some water? Yeah.
Like she literally like pushes him. I really do think that she gets frustrated enough that she does put her hands on him when she's not on camera. I do. I do. And the other day we were listening, this was just the other day with Junior's breathing. I want to point this out too. With Junior's breathing the other day,
I'm getting ready to head to the airport.
we don't care where you're going, thief. Uh, all right. Okay. When Junior was just sick the other day, well, like I said in my video, he could have been sick or just, congested with phlegm or milk.
I'm ready to go get my phone. I'm in my iPad. Y'all try to go. I swear. Aaron be getting under me.
Hi, friends. Let's play again soon. What's your favorite song? Hi, friends. Let's play again soon. Hi, friends. So excited. What's your favorite song?
Now, I see some people in the chat stating, because it's just about to start over, people in the chat stating that he sounds like he has pneumonia. Aspirating. Because she did the face-off pretty much like the next day, and he wasn't sounding like that when she was there, when they all had on all white, right? So it gives that he's aspirating, that the milk that she's feeding him, that's why you always see like milk stains and stuff like on his shirts and stuff, because he's constantly like spitting it up. And I also think that the drooling is also a sign of him not swallowing. But yeah, he was aspirating. The milk is being trapped in his lungs, and I think that it comes up to where it's hard for him to like get it out. So he's doing a lot of mouth breathing because it's like congested in his nose. Because if it's getting trapped in the lungs, it has to go somewhere. Like it's not going to just stay there. Like it's going to come back out. And a lot of times it could come out due to vomiting. And the majority, you kind of gotta just, wait it out until they like either cough it or sneeze it out. A lot of the times, like you can use the booger sucker or whatnot, but it's only going to do so much. It's not going to do. It's not going to like get it out of their lungs. That's the congestion that's in their nose, and it's usually if it's clogged. If it's not clogged, you can't just put it in his nose and suck. Like it's not going to suck it from his lungs. It's not going to do that. It's not. That's why you hear like the congestion. That's not coming from sickness because he's not sick. From what it gathers, he doesn't look sick. There's no coughing and heavy breathing and stuff still. So it does give that he's aspirating. And for the people that don't know what aspiration is, because the girls would be quick to say, "You're not a doctor." Okay, you don't think me, but okay, hold on.
important to know that cerebral palsy presents differently in every child. These are just some of the early signs that we noticed with our little kiddo. One of the earliest signs for us was low tone. Hypotonia is low muscle tone that looks like a soft or floppy body. When they're on their back, they're going to stay flat. On their belly, their arms get trapped underneath because they don't have the strength to push up or lift themselves. You may also notice
they don't have the
limited
strength to lift themselves. This is how we know that Chrisean Jr. cannot stand. Okay, due to the low muscle tone, with his arms and his legs, it's going to be hard for him to do that. And the majority of that comes from the nourishment. Like, you need to eat in order to be able to truly function, right? And he's not doing it. It's the eating. He's not eating as he should be, because Junior is way underweight, like way underweight, and because height wise, like he's like where he needs to be. He's even taller kind of than most 2-year-olds, but he's definitely thin. So let's keep listening. So Junior cannot stand up on his own. None of that. It's hilarious how his mom tries to fake these milestones off camera, but will tell you while on camera that when you can't see him, that he's doing so much physically just for the camera to come on, and he can barely keep his own head up.
Movement, which just means that they're not lifting their arms or legs away from the surface. There's no pushing up, no reaching, and no stabilizing. Midline control can also be limited. They can't keep their head centered or bring their hands together, and they can't correct themselves when they start to fold or tip. This makes tummy time extremely difficult or sometimes impossible because they can't lift or sustain their head position. Sitting also isn't possible because their core doesn't have enough control. You may also start to notice resistance to positional changes, especially in the arms. The easiest comparison is when a toddler is stiffening their body during a tantrum and you can't bend them. Except in cerebral palsy.
Chrisean still tries to bend him. In the video, you see he stiffens, like his legs stiffen, all that all stiffens, and she still tries to stand him up on his own. She still tries to put him on the table and stand him up when he's stiffening. No, that's when he needs to be like resting, at that point, and kind of letting the process happen. And then when it's done, then pick him up, like after that, because I'm sure it's painful, and he's nonverbal, so he cannot relate that it hurts. He can't relay that to you, which is unfortunate.
Palsy. The stiffness is just involuntary. The muscles are pushing back to the movement as soon as you try to move the limb. You may or may not experience abnormal eye movements, but this can look like eyes rolling or drifting upward or sideways for no clear reason. This is different from the normal wandering that you see in newborns. During activities like self-feeding, you may notice a lot of fine motor difficulty, where a grip is either too tight to release or too loose to hold. Your baby may have a hard time figuring out this skill. An uncommonly known symptom is that primitive reflexes may stick around longer than expected. One example is the AT&R reflex. Sometimes this is called a fence.
Oh, sorry, I was trying to turn it up.
Pose. When the head turns, the arm and the leg on that side straighten and the opposite side will bend. So if you see the whole body follow the head in an older baby, that means this reflex most likely hasn't integrated yet. There are more, like the Moro reflex. For many kids, the middle of the body stays low tone, but the arms and legs are much tighter. This is called mixed tone. That makes posture really unstable and the limbs are harder to move. Our little guy happens to struggle a lot with spasticity. Spasticity means the muscles tighten involuntarily because the brain isn't controlling signals telling them to relax. Think a Charlie horse. The muscle locks straight up without any warning. In real life, this shows up as stiff arms, straightened legs, and sudden tightening during movement. Or getting stuck in.
So those are related to like a Charlie horse. A Charlie horse is pain. Even me and I damn near cry right now getting a Charlie horse. Okay, those hurt. Okay, I don't know if you ever had a Charlie horse before, but wow, they call it the wrong thing. They should call it an ouch. Okay, they should call it goddamn. Okay, is what they should call it. And so when that's going on in their body, that's what they're relating the pain to. So it's not just something happening, the body just stiffening. No, it's a very painful process. is what's happening. So that's why you kind of straighten the baby out, or lay the child like either on his back or side, and kind of just let him, get it out. Kind of like with a Charlie horse, like you're gonna like roll, and whatnot. 'Cause the last thing you're gonna want to do is stand, but you are gonna want to straighten that leg, like because you really don't have a choice. It's like kind of forcing you to, you know, and that's what's going on with them. It's forcing him to straighten, and it's a very painful process. So could you imagine going through all of that pain, and because you're not conveying it on your face, you got somebody in front of you talking about something. That's the Band-Aid. And you're going through a very painful process. And they're trying to stand you up, bend your leg. You're not supposed to bend their leg. It's like if you're having a Charlie horse, you're going to straighten your leg. It's the quickest way to kind of like get rid of it, because sometimes Charlie horses can go away immediately, and then sometimes they can subside for a while, like they can chill around for a little bit, and then it takes a while for your leg to gain you to gain control over your leg again. So during the Charlie horses that we have in our brain, I mean in our body, our brain has not caught up to tell our body what to do. So it's the same thing with spasticity and whatnot. The brain has not caught up to the bodily function. So the bodies will start to stiffen and go into certain spasms, and the brain has to alert the body to stop. It don't. The signals aren't connecting. This is why this is all like why you go to a neurologist, and all of this, because only they understand those, that because that's a lot. Like you got to be really smart. This is why they have med school, right? But you're going to have to go to a neurologist to truly figure out when they're having the spasms, how long they're lasting, what to do when they are doing it, the therapies that you can do to prevent, because a lot of people get Charlie horses when they're not stretching often, when they are pretty much just like getting stretching is very important. And a lot of us don't stretch, and we wonder why our backs and our knees and everything. Like, oh, the knees is the first thing to go out. Yeah, especially if you're not doing anything active, especially if you're not stretching them out and whatnot. Walking around is not stretching. That has nothing to do with stretching. Stretching has everything to do with it. You have most people that'll get up in the morning and will need to stretch, but won't. When I tell you, I'll be like a cursive S. Every morning I get up, I do all of that. I do all of that. Okay. That's very important. Okay. The more you just get up out of bed and go right to doing duties and whatnot, we're not young forever. So the older we get, the more important it is to stretch. All of that stuff is very important. If you're not stretching, you wonder why your back locked up and you got over time, if you've had that little back pain since 2019, now it's 2026, and you ain't done nothing about the back pain, but taking ibuprofen here and there, no stretching, nothing active, it's just going to get worse. It's just going to get worse. It's not going to. Stretching, all of that stuff, chiropractors and whatnot, they're going to tell you that. Make sure you're stretching. It's very important. You could stand up in the morning, put your hands to the ceiling after you stretch, put them to the ceiling. Then bend over, put them to the floor. Do it again. Put them to the ceiling. Put them to the floor. Turn this way. Turn that way. Walk off. That's good enough. That's good enough. Now, not everybody got time to do yoga. Not everybody got time for that. But you do have enough time to stretch. And it's super important. And also, drinking some water right away and after you're stretching is great too. It's really good. And then you'll also notice that your body feels a lot better too if you keep doing it. You got to give it a couple weeks, but you'll start to notice, that you feel a lot better. Like when you're getting up in the morning, just like, that pain go. Sometimes some of them just disappear. Some of them are chronic, but overall, like you can rid a lot of that stuff by stretching. This is why physical therapy is so important for Junior, so that he can be, ready for the spasms and the spasticity and everything that's going to go on throughout the day, throughout his body, if certain cares are being done, tummy time, and all of that is so important. It really is. And he has missed the mark. So he's been held back even further. Junior could be thriving right now. He really could be, But this is part one We're going to be on coffee in about... Yeah, I won't. Yeah, I have to get ready because my son has a game soon, and I have to go on some errands. But I'm gonna come back later on coffee. We're definitely doing a coffee today. That'll be later on this evening, and I'm gonna try to hop on YouTube again because there's some other stuff with the situation that I want to talk about. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you for liking the video. If you haven't already, please double tap on the replay crew. Please hit the like, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. I do have updates about a few different things. Some of them are going to make you happy. Some of them aren't. But you know me, I'm going to keep it real with you and tell you what's going on, good, bad, or indifferent, okay? So I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your time and checking out your boy, The Sean Everywhere Show. I love you all. And I will see y'all on the next live, but I have to get up out of here, okay? But until then, bye. Thank you for all the super stickers, liking the video, subscribing. Oh my God, I love you all. Oh my God. Okay? And save Chrisean Jr. Please keep signing the petition. It's on my wall. If not, I'll put it up there again. But we're almost at 11,000, okay? I love y'all. 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 I love y'all, okay? Thank you so much. Save Chrisean Jr. and keep praying for Junior, okay? Keep praying for Junior. Bye.